Good morning, Gotchi gang. I am going to be bringing you the Gotchiverse Game Bible Chapter 3. And we are going to first jump over to the curve and just give some quick updates. Obviously, we dropped the Chapter 3. Rarity Farming Season 3 is here, and the first payout will go out March 10th. The meme bounty program is ongoing, so jump in there with your fire memes. And then you should really check out this Gotchi Spotlight with No Futuristic talking about, all the things he's doing in the Gotchi space and in the crypto space and in his life. So get to know this guy, and let's jump into Chapter 3 and get to know this. So, if you know from chapter 1 and 2 how a chapter becomes canon is, they drop these chapters, and then we go talk about it in the DAO forum and figure out all of the ins and outs. And if that is going well for the community and everything looks good, then it becomes part of the Bible. That is why everything is called confirmed but not immutable. And that is because it's happening, but we just got to work out all the details of exactly how it's happening and make sure that it's going as expected. Hello, Mr. Rusty. Hi. You need to go. Not right now, my man. Okay, so, man, I did a video earlier and my computer started running really bad. I don't know why, so I had to check on my settings and make sure everything was going smooth. But the video was like over 35 minutes long, and I was just getting to like the last section. So I've decided I'm going to break this into chapters to make it more digestible. So it's going to be a chapter in parts. We're going to start with alchemical channeling, and I think we'll just call it there. And then I'll make more videos, 3 more, I believe, will cover this whole thing. And that way it's more digestible, especially because I can really get into it a little more with each section now. So, with alchemical channeling, this is basically a gotcha UBI. You'll be able to get a certain amount of Alchemica every day from your altar, and we'll get into the specifics of how that happens. But the first thing you should understand is that this is not going to come from your parcel. It is going to come from, so when I say it's not going to come from your parcel, we're going to jump back to chapter 2 here. This is what each parcel should have on average, and it's not coming from this number. So disregard this number until harvesting begins. The channeling numbers are up here in the tokenomics section. 25% of the total supply of each token, Alchemica, is going to be given out through channeling. And that is our UBI. And they said here down at the bottom, if you recall, is it that we got? They said somewhere in there that they were going to discuss more about this in chapter 3. So this tokenomics, we got a jet flying overhead. Let me get out a second. These tokenomics are confirmed and immutable, so you need to go back through chapter 2 and look over these numbers if you want to greater understand how channeling, now that you know what channeling is and how it's going to work, you'll be able to look at these numbers and put a greater understanding to it if that is the things that you like to understand. So, how much will I receive when I'm doing this channeling? What is my UBI? Well, the base number is 20 FUD, 10 FOMO, 5 Alpha, 2 Keck. And that is if you have a 25 kinship Gotchi. That is if you have the base, the bare minimum model, that's what you're going to get. There are greater factors into this, as you see here with this formula that we're going to apply. So that is your kinship number. And then, Miss Alice, now you're going to try to join the party. I just got cats all in this video. So the amount you would get based on your kinship, so jumping back for a sec, if you have like a 200 to 500 gotchi, a 200 to 499 gotchi, you're going to get a 2x on all of this. So 40, 20, 10, and 4 of each Alchemica is what you would get. That would go here, that number. Let me go up just in case my camera's blocking. So that number would go here. And then you would divide that by your altar's level. So if you have a level 1 altar, 50% of that is going to spill out into the world. So the first half of that will go directly into your gotchi pocket to your gotchi, and the other half will spill out into the world for other gotchis who are hanging around or liquidators to start snatching up. As you level up your altar, you'll see that, buddy. Oh man, the cats are giving me a hard time today. As you level up your altar, you see that it goes down by 5% the amount that spills out into the world. So by the time you reach level 3, it's 40%, level 4 is 35%, and so on. And by the time you get to a level 9, only 10% of your Alchemica would get spilled out into the world. What that means is, jumping back up to do a quick napkin math for you. So if you have a 2 to 499 gotchi, you can put a 2x on that. So let's just do it with FUD. So you would get 40 FUD, but then let's say you had a level 9 altar, 10%, that would be 10% spill out. So only 4 of your 40 FUD would go out into the world. The other 36 would go straight into your pocket. Now, you can only do this on a recurring time period. So your level 1 altar, you can only summon Alchemica from it every 24 hours. But as you level up to a level 9, you can do it every hour. So going, to apply to our first thing, when we were saying 36 in your pocket, 4 spill out by the time you get to a level 9, well, you could also do that every hour. So you'd be getting 36 FUD every hour if you're, harvesting every hour, you crazy person. I guess that's where lending is going to come in. So that's really cool. And there's a lot to think about there. And you can jump back to chapter 2 and really, you don't even need to jump back to chapter 2 to apply this formula to your gotchis and the amount of parcels you have, and just get a rough estimate of what you can expect if you were to be a hardcore gamer and really go hard at this. But you could jump back to chapter 2 to understand the tokenomics and the supply better, and understand that this 25% and how it applies to the greater ecosystem. As I said, I'm going to break this into multiple videos because it is a lot of material to cover, and I want to make sure to do it appropriately and to make sure that I'm not having lag issues and making videos that are too damn long. That said, I did change some settings up, and hopefully I'm not going to be having these same issues. So, yeah. Thank you for being here with me, Gotchi Gang, and we are going to be right back with the next one.